Hi, beautiful Capricorn. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Capricorn, this is your monthly read for April of 2024. When I'm doing this recording, so depending when you find this, we're just 3 days away from a new moon solar eclipse, which I feel will maybe change or enhance the trajectory. Is that what it's called? Like in a very pivotal, strong, effective way. And so that's for sure going to be found in your reading today. Before we start, I just want to say, if you're interested in a personal reading, I have 25% off right now. You won't find that offer in the description box. It will look like it's just normal. But if you listen to this video, you get the 25% discount, and that's going to last for the entire of April. So if you're interested, please send me a message. Also, thank you so much for your likes and subscribes and your donations. I see them all. I see it in the shift of the channel, and I couldn't thank you enough. So thank you so much, guys. Okay. Capricorn for the month of April. This solar eclipse is like I don't know if you listened to my video on the 8th of April. If you feel drawn to that, please listen to it. I'm talking a little bit about a 7-year cycle that is ending with the solar eclipse. The 7-year cycle that started on the 2017. So now 2024, come this solar eclipse, it's coming to a close, and I couldn't be happier about it. Maybe you feel the same. Last 7 years has been quite trying. Creative wonderment, follow your passion. I haven't had this in a moment. This is for you, Capricorn, for the month of April. Creative wonderment. This is very much about like following your passion. Do what where you find joy, like where you find upliftment to your spirit. It doesn't necessarily have to be like work related or like something that you do 24/7 or even like 9 to 5 or like something like that. It's just something. If you can do something every day or every other day, this really brings true enjoyment and excitement for the soul, that would be a really, really good thing. This can be about writing a book that you like. You might have started this book that's laying on your drawer and that needs to be finished, or like you write songs. I mean, obviously we have a piano there, so maybe you're into music. But this is creative wonderment. So it can literally be anything. It can be that you're a painter, or that you are planting. We have a lot of flowers there. You might be planting a lot of things in the garden or indoors, whatever. It's like high level. I think you're really good at it. I think that this is something that maybe could be a career if you just allow yourself to have enough space and enough time to just sort of delve into whatever this is for you. It could really be a career or like a job that you take on, but at least like to start to get more creative. It's like your soul is asking for that creativity. Okay, going deeper into this message for the month of April, please. We have a perfume bottle there. Maybe you want to create your own skincare line, your own perfume, make your own wine. It can be just so many different things. And it might also be like something that you think, like my sister, one of my sisters, she's like so good at like anything baked. And she's like, when it comes to cakes or pastries or anything like that, and she just throws it together like it's nothing. And every single time that we get there and she's like, or she shows up with whatever, and it's like, oh my God, like you should go into business with this. And she was like, this whole thing, like anyone could do this. So it's like, not anyone can do this, because it feels so natural to her and it comes so easy for her to do those things. And even if it's not easy for her from the beginning, she has such an easy way of approaching something with like such lightness. If there's something that she doesn't know, she just goes into Google or like YouTube and she'll find how you do that. And it just comes very natural to her. And for me, it's like, I don't know that thing. And I'm not going to look it up either. I don't have the interest. I don't have the time. I'm just going to do whatever I like to do in the very moment, you know? And so therefore, I feel that she feels that it's like so simple and easy, anyone could do it. But it really isn't. And there's something here that you might find that you're doing, that you're thinking like, why would anyone want this? Or why would I put that out there for the world to see or read or, you know, take pleasure in? I think because it's so natural and unique to you, it still serves a purpose and it still has an audience, is what I'm getting. Then we have the Justice card and being shown a new path. We have 7 and 8. So there's a process here going on right now. I just feel because we have creative wonderment, follow your passion. It might be that you have not been following your passion. And just because of the Justice card and 7 of Michael comes out together, do you see Michael is like showing you a new path? There's a boy there. And this is like looking really doomy and gloomy, like really dark. Like we don't want to go down that path anymore. This path has served its purpose. You don't get any more inspiration out of it. You also can't probably bring too much to it either. So like we're being shown a new path, a brilliant new path. 7 is a completion. You've done all you can here. There's not more to gain or to give. And because we have the Justice card right next to that, and because we have the creative wonderment here, follow your passion, I feel like you might have done something for a long time that maybe have just, I mean, and that's not bad. Obviously, you do whatever you need to do. I completely relate. You do what you need to do in the moment to bring food on the table, right? To be able to pay rent, to be able to just make a living. But there's something here that now is leveling out, Capricorn. There's something, and you know, we have Pluto moving away from your sign and into Aquarius. I think that's going to lighten so much for you. And with this solar eclipse, whatever hasn't been working for the past 7 years, and for some people even going back as far as to 2008 to 2009, whatever's shifting for you now, it's like it's giving you permission to stop doing what you've been doing that has just brought food to the table, but it hasn't really brought any food to your soul. You know, chicken soup for the soul is what I'm getting. Like, this is the time where you need to just get really excited. And the Justice card is saying like, this is going to level out now. It's like good karma returns. Whatever you put out into the world, and maybe it's like, in your defense, maybe you have been like, I've been really trying to shift from the old to the new, or you've been trying to get whatever passion or, you know, in there. Every once in a while, maybe you have taken up painting or pottery or like whatever, and it just hasn't worked out. It's like, no, it's not bringing in enough money, or there's not enough time or even inspiration for you to do whatever you want to do, because at the end of the day, you're just exhausted, you know, to deal with life. And it's like now good karma, you know, is coming back around and it's leveling out, and it's time for you to change path, to change or to get on the path you feel like you were meant to be on to begin with, and it really will open up for you. But it's a 7 and an 8, so there's a process here. It's not going to shift overnight. It's not going to be an instantaneous. And if it's instantaneous, it might be that you get this opportunity, or you get this like even like the feeling that there's an opportunity. Just because you get that opportunity, it's a path. So it's not something that shifts overnight. So like, don't give up. If you don't see it or get evidence of it like in a split second. Like, don't give up. Okay, what else here for Capricorn for the month of April, please? And just literally threw that out there. What was that? No, I'm gonna have to get it. I just, you know, on the 8th of April, we have the 8th there. It's like the karma is being returned to you on the very solar eclipse. It's like on that day where things are shifting around. Okay. I actually had to look for the card for a little bit because I didn't see where it went. It was a little bit tricky to find, and it's interesting because we have new beginnings here, and it might be that Capricorn that you found that it's been a little bit tough to get this new beginning going. Like there's been a delay or a feeling of stagnant energy, or like, I mean, we have 7, which speaks about like it's full, it's done, there's no more that you can do here. It's like when you know the work inside out, you know your everyday life, or like your routine every single day in and out. Like there's nothing new to it. It's not really exciting anymore. And you've done what you can in that environment or in that situation. It might be a relationship even. Like it's like the end of the road here. You just feel it. There maybe is no like big fights or big conflicts or whatever, but it's just a feeling like it's the end of the road here. Like this is what we were supposed to exchange with each other, and now it's time to move on. So it feels like this has been there for a moment, and 0 there is like all about coming full circle. There's a completion. We've come full circle here in this situation. And it's like you've known this for a bit, and you have been wanting to change certain things for a bit. But it's like this, like the card flew out there. It was almost like it got away from me. And then I went to look for it, and it was like, where? It's not that big of a space here, and it's not too many places to hide where it went. So it was like, oh my God. It took me like even a couple of seconds to find it. And so it might be a feeling of like, come on already. Like, I know I'm complete where I'm at. I know there's nothing more here to do. I even know the new path. I know my passion. I know my inspiration. I know what I want to do with it. So get on with it. So it might even be like a little bit of a frustration on your part that you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you have been trying to get it going. But you're going to be happy to see that this new beginning is now coming in. Can we have a little bit more there for Capricorn, please? For the month of April. And you know, we have the next eclipse in October of this year, the very same time that Pluto actually goes back for a little bit into your sign to then eventually move into Aquarius again and stay there for another 20 years. So it's like from April until October, there might be like a supercharged, if nothing has been happening for the past couple of years even, it's like this window now between April and October, it's like everything is going to be put in there. So whatever you've been, even if it's a process, and even if it's like it feels every once in a while that it's slow going, if you will like come October look back at what has happened during those months, it's like almost, I feel like it's almost going to be like, how did that even happen? You know? Okay. I am drawn to another deck, so I'm going to get... I don't feel too much energy moving here, so I am going to move to this other deck. What did you have for Capricorn, please? teach? I feel that there's one more. Awaiting results. Okay. It's so interesting. It's like you're both the teacher and the student. And I mean, I guess, when are we not? Of course, I can be the student of new information or of things that I constantly learn more about. And then in other scenarios, I will be the teacher and maybe, tell someone of something that I know, and the other person is the student in that moment. So obviously we're always going to be somewhat of a teacher and somewhat of a student. I just feel like it's such I don't know. It's the second 7, by the way. It's just a feeling of, like, how do I say this? What is it truly that I'm feeling here? It's like you've so much wisdom, Capricorn, so much wisdom. And yet it's like, so you are the teacher in many ways. So you have the information, you have not even the knowledge, but the wisdom. Like, you turn your knowledge into wisdom. Like, you get things. Like, you're really aware, really conscious. And then it's like, because this is awaiting results, it's like you understanding the journey, you understand that, okay, I'm speaking for you, for me to change my relationships, for my relationships to look different than they have been up until now, for my financial situation to change, for my health to change, you need to change your vibration. Like, that's not going to come from any outside source. It's not going to magically shift if you don't shift your own vibration. And you know this. So you are the teacher, you are the wisdom, you have done this work. And yet there's this feeling of Abraham, as in Abraham Hicks would say, that we say, then where's my stuff? Where's my stuff? If I know all this, if I do the right things, you have been working on yourself and your own vibration, then it's like, where's my stuff? Why doesn't it come about? Where's that person? Where's the change? I feel that there's a closing here. Like, we have 7 and 7 and we have 0. It's like it's done, and we have come full circle. So where's my stuff? Why doesn't it move forward? It's like, and it's a little bit of a frustration here. I see even that, like, we've come to this very wise place dressed in purple, and we have that purple halo sort of almost around this student approach. I think you are really at this moment trying to implement what it is that you know. It's like put to the test. It's not like the law of attraction doesn't work every single day, 24/7. And whoever says that it doesn't, it's going to be proved to them that it doesn't either. That's how phenomenal law of attraction is. It's like saying that gravity doesn't work, And if you just feel that you know this stuff. And what's frustrating, and the thing that's going to shift now is that you're going to really put it to the test. That whatever you've been trying to manifest in the past, whatever you've been trying to come about or move forward or materialize or whatever in the past, whatever that has been, from very material stuff, like from a car, or I was going to say like a thermos. I'm not judging anyone. Whatever it is that you want to like attract, to a relationship or to like an emotional state, just feel differently. It feels like it has failed. Obviously, not all things has failed. And obviously, that's what I'm saying. Law of attraction works all the time. You've been attracting the things that you've been sending out. So it's been working every single time. But now it's like the work that you put in, the change that you've done vibrationally, and then yet again go for the thing that you want to go for, and perhaps that is your passion. That's the creative side. That's you. That's, if we read into that word, creative wonderment, the wonderment of being able to create what it is that you want to create. If we flip that on its head a little bit, like instead of looking at it as what is it that brings you a lot of joy, what is it that it is, what is your creative passion, that it's the wonderment of the creative process itself. To fully just get it. Like, okay, I know what it's about. I know law of attraction. I know gravity. I have the tools. I have the wisdom even. I've done the work on myself. Now, let's put it to the test. And I think the reason why it's going to work this time, the reason why whatever it is that you're trying to bring about is going to work in the month of April, and for sure this period that's coming up, is that we have 7-7 on the table, we have 0 on the table, which, and also with this solar eclipse that we have a 7-7, we have a 7-year cycle that's ending, and we have 5-7. I just realized 5-7 is the overcoming your situation and becoming the master, changing your whole situation, becoming the master. Is that this time it's going to work because the timing is right. We've ended the old era, pun intended. This is the new era, pun intended. It's going to work this time. I'm actually going to just pull one extra card there. And then we're going to have the fairies just come with some messages. Anything else here for Capricorn, please? Always the combination, always 5-7. It's like, you've been through it all. You've been through the challenges and the getting over hardship and getting over the hurdles. And then 7 is about the master. Like when 7 starts to show up after the 5, is like Capricorn has become the master. All that glitters isn't gold. It doesn't say isn't gold. It says all that glitters, 16. Yeah, you're changing. However, whatever was your process in the past to get where you wanted to be, maybe you even change the whole. That's what I'm saying. That like the wonderment of the creative process is like you've changed the whole way of looking at things. You understand it so much more vastly and deeply and profoundly. You understand that, like, it's like you understand what's beneath it. You see through the surface. You see what's behind. You have just such a different approach right now, and that's why it's working. You are so vastly different, and that's why it's working. The chapter of this whole thing is done, and that's why it's working. It's so many things that's going to speak about why it's working. And anything that has been shallow, anything that has been superficial on the surface is going to fall away. And there 16 is sudden shift and sudden changes. So the crackling of the old might happen really fast. It's still a process. Okay, let's see what the fairies have for you, Capricorn. Just some final messages for Capricorn. Oh. I'm sorry. I'm getting this song in my head, but I don't quite get it. Oh, and I don't know who's making it. Silver spoon. Man on the moon. We get together there. Oh, because I'm getting, so this is in Swedish. It says inre barn, which is your inner child. This is when your inner child is finally coming out to play. It's like room for your inner child to be here again, to be, and no wonder, adventurous and curious and playful and having fun. But I see all those, and I see all those like moons and stars on that dress, and I get this song. We get together there. I'm sorry. I recognize it. I think it's a man that's singing. I recognize it, but I can't like fully get it. Like I don't reach it. Maybe just for me humming, you know what that song is about. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that energy because I don't get it. It's not like I don't get it. I can't bring it in. I can't bring the energy in to fully know the song. I'm sorry about that. Maybe that was enough for someone to understand that, or we're just gonna leave that. Okay. And then we have romantic partner. It's just being thrown in there. So for some of you guys, whoever's looking for, I know not everyone is looking for a romantic partner. This might just be that there's the end of the 7-year cycle of being single, or this is the 7-year cycle that ends for you to get out of that relationship and actually meet the person that you're intended to be with. Or at least now. We're always intended to be with the person that we choose in the moment, but that there might be a better fit. So romantic partner, for some of you guys who is interested in it, there might be a great opportunity for that in the month of April. Okay? That is what I have for you, beautiful Capricorn. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, guys.